Hello, my fellow nerds, and welcome to the Nerd Empire. I hope you all are having a fantastic day today, and I hope you all will enjoy today's reaction video. With that being said, let's get right into it, shall we? Alright, what we got next here is a video from one of my favorite YouTubers, and she is one of, I think, only two Australian YouTubers that I watch. Her name is Sydney Watson. And this one is called Disney Adult Cringe. Now, I think it's really weird, really creepy, really off-putting, and just really cringe that there are adults who just enjoy Disney to the point where it's kind of creepy. And don't get me wrong, you're allowed to enjoy theme parks and fairs, you know, all these sort of things. Like here in Minnesota, we have something called Valley Fair, and you know, Disney. You're able to enjoy these things no matter what age you are, but these people take it to a, I would say, kind of a creepy level. They do it a bit too much. But let's see what Sydney Watson has to say about these cringy Disney adults.
Pooh, I waited 30 years to meet you.
Did you ever wonder why it smells so good on Main Street, USA?
Why?
It's because they use vanilla scents to make it smell like a freshly baked cookie.
Stop bringing children to Disney. This is an adult's playground.
I'm sorry. Disney is an adult's playground? Are you fucking kidding me? Disney is mainly for kids. I mean, don't get me wrong, you can be an adult and go to Disney, but it is not an adult place. It is a place for kids.
Why would you act this way out in public?
It's so fucking weird.
Hi, my name is Sydney. Welcome back to hell. So about 2-ish months ago, I talked on this channel about a group of women called the plus-sized park hoppers. Yeah.
Oh God, I remember those women, and they were. I don't know if they were being genuine about this, but there was a rash that they were developing on their lower part of their legs and to their ankle, and it's I think they believed it was like some sort of rash that develops from I don't know what, but it's like you ladies realize you're getting these rashes and stuff because you're fucking fat and overweight. You are obese. If you were not obese, these sort of rashes and shit would not be developing on your fucking legs, on your ankles, towards your feet. It would not. It's... Oh, God, those women were just... They were irrationally stupid.
These ladies.
We're plus-size park hoppers, and we range in sizes from 2X to 5X. Have you been dying to ride Dragon Racers Rally at Universal's Epic Universe, but you weren't sure if you'd fit?
And ever since then, I have wanted to talk about Disney.
You weren't sure you'd fit? You're not gonna fit because you're fucking fat, you dumb bitch.
Disney adults in general, because
I don't understand the just fervent denial. Like they're just hard denying that they are not able to do most of the stuff they would like to do because they're fat. They don't think it's because they're fat. It's so frustrating.
yeesh. I think this is absolutely the strangest phenomenon. And then just the other day, this video popped up on my Twitter feed and gave me unprecedented levels of secondhand embarrassment, and I thought, yes, now is the time to talk about these people.
Pooh, I waited 30 years to meet you.
I can. You want to know what's funny? I believe that a lot of the people who are in these mascot costumes of these characters, when they meet these sort of Disney adults, they're giving a face that is like they are cringing because of these Disney adults, and they are rolling their eyes so hard that their eyes would roll back into their fucking head. But they're outwardly acting all cutesy and stuff. It's
Oh my gosh, you're the cutest thing ever. I promise. Look at my little poo. And I have Winnie the Pooh phone case. I tell you I love
it is so fucking embarrassing. I don't want to watch it. I don't.
Can we get a picture? Oh, yes.
At first I thought that maybe this was a young
That is so fucking embarrassing.
woman who had some sort of cognitive disability, but I've concluded that that's probably not the case. She is regrettably just a Disney adult, treating a person who is wearing a sweaty scrotum costume like he is actually Winnie the Pooh. And just to be perfectly clear, ordinarily I am one of those people who is like, let other people enjoy things. It's why I don't bully the guys who paint Warhammer, like my brother. I don't make fun of the people who play Dungeons and Dragons. I don't even make fun of the
God, I could never do Dungeons and Dragons. One, I have patience, but I can't do that. I'd rather watch the silly things that come from Legends of Evantris, but I don't have the imagination or the want and patience to play Dungeons and Dragons with a group of people. I don't. I got nothing against those who like it, but it's not for me.
bronies. Except for maybe the Nazism.
I'm still curious to know what currently, since the creation of Dungeons and Dragons, currently to this day, what is the longest ongoing campaign on record? I would like to know that. Or what is the longest known running campaign?
Are the bronies the ones that do the Nazism? I don't know. But of all of the adult obsessions that started in childhood, Disney adults are the weirdest, most infantilized group of baby people. And nobody can change my mind about that. If you're not familiar with this phenomenon, the internet is full of videos of childless 20, 30, and even 40-somethings taking trips to Disney, getting dripped out in Disney merch, and getting emotional and overwhelmed when meeting Disney characters. Yeah, that Winnie the Pooh video, that's a feature of these folks. Not a bug. Which, again, are probably some 18-year-old university students wearing these meat socks. I read recently that they don't actually clean these costumes out after use, which is... I don't like...
Isn't that like a health hazard if they don't do that? I mean, after somebody's done wearing it, you should at least disinfect it. That should be like against... like OSHA that should be like against OSHA regulations. That's like that is a health hazard.
Like that for you guys. I'm very sorry that happens. Some of these people treat Disney as their only holiday destination. Others bankrupt themselves going there constantly.
We moved next to Disney World so we can visit every day. Here's what our life is like.
There's two types of Disney adults, okay? There's one which is like what you think of. And then there's chic Disney adults. This is Zara, okay? Yeah.
I'm sorry, there's only one kind of Disney adult and they're all pretty creepy.
Mickey on the butt, Mickey on the shirt.
No. All of you are freaks. Let's not make it a competition. And to be very, very clear here, when I'm talking about Disney adults, I don't mean any adult who happens to like Disney movies and visits the parks. It should be obvious and go without saying, but you are in fact allowed to enjoy theme parks and enjoy films from your childhood. I'm not here to kill all of your joy. In fact,
Yeah, I mean, like I said before, theme parks, state parks, all these sort of parks, you're allowed to genuinely enjoy them. And, sort of relive some of your childhood for nostalgia or whatever. And bring kids to help them enjoy stuff like you did when you were a kid. You're allowed to do this stuff, but there are people like these Disney adults who take it to a cringy and embarrassingly creepy level. And it's those people that it's just like, why? Are you mentally okay?
In fact, I have been to Disneyland. I got in a fight with the bartender at, I'm pretty sure at the time, the only bar in the entire complex. And then I got thrown out, and no, I don't want to talk about it. And no,
I think I'm okay if I never visit Disney World or Disneyland, either one or both. I mean, if I have the opportunity to, I might, but I don't really care to go, honestly. If I'm being honest, I do not care. I've been to Valley Fair. I've been to the theme park that's inside Mall of America. I've been to a state fair, and I've been to the Renaissance Festival. I think all of that is pretty much enough for me. The only one I really consistently go to every year, at least once a year, is the Renaissance Festival. I don't care to go to Valley Fair. The last time I went to Mall of America was for a possible date with somebody that ended up not showing up and ghosted me, sadly enough. But, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's just, I do not care if I ever go. So it's meh, it's whatever.
I wasn't drunk, and I'm pretty sure I hadn't even had a single drink. I'm just difficult. And this information should surprise none of you. So yeah, obviously no shade to the people who casually enjoy Disney. It was a massive part of our childhoods, and I don't blame you for being invested in bits and pieces of it today. No, the people I'm referring to have made Disney fandom their entire personality, visiting Disney dozens of times, doing deranged Disney TikTok dances, and forgetting the characters are really just some guy named Kevin.
Honestly, I had to be a Disney adult because look at these gums. Look at this ratio. It was either that or military wife, and it'll be a cold day before I come one of those.
You would probably have more respect and dignity as a military wife than you do as a Disney adult. I can tell you that for a fucking fact. You would have more respect, dignity, and anything else than, as a military wife than you do as a fucking Disney adult.
So, have a magical day.
Oh my god, they're becoming self-aware. And while we are going to have many
Woman holds space with Moana 2. You're just a white gal who got overwhelmed by the power of the Polynesian culture while watching Moana 2. What does you being white have to do with anything?
laughs over some of the videos I'm about to show you, I do worry that these people are unhealthily stuck in childhood. You know, instead of dipping into the nostalgia pool, they have slipped in and are just drowning. It's sort of funny because around the internet...
This is probably going to be a bit of a weird take. I think it's creepier and more cringy for you to be a Disney adult as a guy than a girl. That's just what I personally think. It's creepier and cringier being a man Disney adult than a woman Disney adult. I don't know why, but I just feel that it's true.
These people are said to have what's called Peter Pan syndrome, and Disney made Peter Pan into a...
All right. For those who don't know what Peter Pan syndrome is, I will bring up the definition and read it off to you so we can educate some peeps on what Peter Pan syndrome is. I personally have never read the definition, so I'll be learning as well. Peter Pan syndrome. All right, Peter Pan syndrome is a pop culture term for adults who refuse to grow up and take on adult responsibilities, leading to difficulties with commitment, work, and emotional maturity. It is characterized by a fear of growing up and a desire to live a carefree, childlike life, often resulting in avoiding long-term relationships and careers. While not a formal diagnosis, causes can include overprotective parenting, childhood trauma, or a fear of failure, and treatment typically involves psychological support. So characteristics are avoidance of responsibility, difficulty with commitment, emotional immaturity, reckless behavior, and childlike sense of self. The contributing factors of this are parenting styles, childhood trauma, fear and anxiety, and narcissistic traits. So treatments would be psychological therapy, support system, and lifestyle changes. So yeah, these people are just trying to perpetually live as children rather than mentally maturing, growing up, and taking on the adult responsibilities that they need to do in order to, you know, live a fruitful adult daily life. But these people refuse to do so because they're stupid. Some of them are scared, some of them because of childhood trauma, you know, all this sort of things. But being a Disney adult with Peter Pan syndrome is just, it's creepy.
Into a big thing, so there's some irony in there somewhere. Imagine you're just
If you could see the face I'm making, you would probably be agreeing with what my face looks like. It's just,
trying to walk through Disney and groups of random adult women just start screaming. Just go ahead and add this to the list of reasons that I hate going out in public. Random banshee shrieking.
Number one, ugly people. I thought she was going to put number one as obese people.
Oh, so it turns out this is just a theme. I say this a lot.
Okay, look, the screaming thing with roller coasters I can understand because that's like the common thing to do is, you know, scream while you're on a roller coaster. But let's leave that to the roller coasters, huh?
But
or, you know, the haunted housing, jump scares, stuff like that.
I really do hate it here. There's a lot of things in life that I don't think are particularly necessary. Screaming in public settings is definitely one of those things. But you want to know something that is super necessary here on the Hell Gondola? Being protected online, which is why today's video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN.
I like how Sydney does a lot of her segues. She does it like it's pretty natural for her segues. It's really clever.
What are you doing?
Protecting myself.
While she's doing this, I'm
what?
gonna go get a drink and use
A
the bathroom.
laser beam? I have to do some research online, and I don't want to go on the internet without protection. Someone might steal my identity.
And the tinfoil hat. That's gonna do the trick.
Yeah. Probably.
Look, Sydney, if you're so worried about your privacy and safety online, why don't you just ditch the tinfoil hat and download Surfshark VPN?
Why would a surfing shark keep me safe online, Sydney? That doesn't make any sense.
Surfshark VPN is a digital private network that acts like a digital shield. So when you're scrolling, gaming, or streaming, you can do it privately. It also lets you gain access to content that might not be available in your location by bypassing country restrictions. You obviously know all about censorship, you know, being from Australia and all.
Hey!
I have used Surfshark for literally years. They have a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can use Surfshark on as many devices as you want from the one subscription. They have 24/7 customer support, and when you use it in conjunction with Surfshark antivirus software, you are completely covered. So you're telling me there are no sharks involved here? I really don't know how you function as an adult every day. So let today be the day that you finally give Surfshark VPN a try by clicking the link in the description or going to surfshark.com/Sydney. And of course, don't forget to use code Sydney to get 4 extra months of Surfshark. There is no risk here. Like I mentioned, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. One of the main things that I took from watching 9 million Disney adult videos is that these people have extreme emotional reactions to basically anything Disney related. Like this woman who cried after seeing Goofy again after, I guess, a period of time of not seeing him.
When you see Goofy coming around the corner after you've waited 3 years to hug him again. Okay.
Has copyrighted music, which is lame, so you're gonna have to listen to me singing instead. This is 100% what I imagine is happening under the costume.
The grown man inside the costume when an adult approaches them crying at Disney. Meeting my favorite Pixar character while dressed as her.
And she's dressed as Joy.
This is not a real person. They know that these are not real people, right? Why does my vote count the same as theirs? This woman lost it in the Polynesian...
Yeah, people, remember, a lot of these people can vote. Their vote matters just as much as yours. Yeah.
Heritage of Moana 2. But crying, specifically, happens towards basically everything. These people cry when they see
Your first time at Disney, you just cried at the
buildings.
monorail.
This girl cried seeing
Hang on, what did that say?
basically everything. These people...
Your first time at Disney, you just cried on the monorail, and now you're crying walking into Magic Kingdom. It's a theme park. Why are you crying at a theme park?
People cry when they see buildings. This girl cried
Seeing the Disney castle for the
seeing
first
a
time.
Disney princess castle. I'm sure it has a name, but I don't care enough to look it up. Actually, apparently this is an actual TikTok trend. Imagine just handing your friend a camera and being like, hey, would you mind filming me while I fall to my knees and cry while looking at this random building or statue or structure? I mean, at least this woman changed it up and cried seeing Disney fireworks. You can see regular fireworks at New Year, or probably the 4th of July, or Australia Day, if you're from the land down under like me. I honestly can't remember the last time that I cried like this about anything. I honestly cannot afford to. I'm too busy spending my time drinking tea and suffering. I'm also not trying to be a jerk, but I think I resonate the most with these kind of Disney reactions.
Oh, that's so sad.
Disney World girly. What does that say? Seeing the Disneyland castle for the first time.
Oh, it's cute.
Oh, Disney World.
I thought it would be bigger than that.
That's what she said. Don't you judge me. You would have taken that opening too. Here, have a photo of me at Disney to judge, because, yep, this about summed up
It looks like Sydney just does not want to be there.
my feelings towards it. Once again, more copyrighted music.
If you don't look back at the castle, did you even go to Disney?
I wish that YouTube didn't copyright everything. This guy's lame. What is he doing out in public? Sorry, because there's so much copyrighted music. He captioned this: last look at the castle before heading home always hits different. I genuinely hope that this is a joke, because if it's not, you need to have your tattoos rescinded.
Tattoos like this are for meatheads only.
Obviously, you can see that these are not normal people just enjoying Disney for the purposes of nostalgia and, I don't know, revisiting their childhoods for like one day or whatever. These are people who are making this theme park, this profit-driven theme park, their entire personality. People buy houses and condos near or apparently in the Disney parks.
I'm a single adult in my 30s, and here's why I chose to live in a condo inside Disney World.
Reason 1, public transit. Not only does Disney World offer a multitude of public transit options to get me to and from the parks, but unlike most cities in the US, the grounds follow strict ADA accessibility guidelines, allowing people of all abilities to ride Skyliners, monorails, or even, well, logs.
This music has copyrighted music in the background, or I would have shown you so much more of it, but this is genuinely one of the strangest TikToks that I have ever watched, and I think it's so funny that this—
I think it's really weird that you would willingly choose to live at a theme park. I mean, I can understand getting a hotel there for maybe a day or two because, you know, you're taking a trip there with the kids and stuff. But actively choosing to live at Disney World. Why? That just sounds like a giant fucking waste of money.
This guy tells us immediately at the gate that he's a single adult male. Like, yeah, we can tell, guy. That's why you're buying a condo at Disney. That is why you are buying a condo at a children's theme park. This is clearly normal behavior. There is this one YouTube account called Addicted to the Mouse, and this family moved to Orlando, Florida just to be closer to Disney World.
We decided that we wanted to uproot our lives and move to Florida, and so we actually purchased this house that we are sitting in March of 2021.
And the moving to be closer to Disney thing is actually incredibly bizarrely common. People pick up their entire lives to move closer to a profit-driven resort complex for children. So normal and well adjusted.
Move with us even closer to Disney World. We can now literally see the fireworks from our front porch.
Have you ever thought to yourself, what if I just do it? What if I actually follow my dreams and move next to Disney? Honestly, what's the worst that's going to happen? You're not gonna like...
Honestly, I think it's a look, follow your dreams if it makes you happy, but it is a really, really weird ass dream to have, to live close to Disney World. It is so weird. I think my pizza's almost here. There it is. Okay, I'm back. I got my pizza.
and you're gonna have to move back to where you started. It has been a little over 2 years since my husband and I actually followed our dreams, moved next to Walt Disney World, and left everything that we knew behind. The hardest part is going to be getting out of your comfort zone, but then you're going to realize everything that you now have.
I was not meant to exist on a planet with other people. I just wasn't. And I guess if you can't live directly next to or inside of a Disney theme park, you can just visit it every year. Or 900 times a year. I remember reading this Reddit post back in 2020.
Am I the asshole for just deciding not to travel because my wife made reservations for Disney again? No, you're not. You're not the asshole.
24, like towards the end of the year, where a husband complained about his wife having made them go to Disney for 9 trips in a row, including their honeymoon.
We have been to Disney 9 times now. And every vacation we have ever taken together was to go to there, including our honeymoon. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. No. There are many places that are hundreds of times better to go to than fucking Disney World for your goddamn honeymoon.
So when he tried to take his wife to a new place for a holiday, she apparently then went behind his back and booked a Disney resort in Hawaii instead. Like, dude, why wouldn't you put your foot down after, I don't know, the 3rd trip? This is not normal. When I go on holiday, I want to be as far away from people as humanly possible. The last holiday that I went on this year, which was the first in literally years, we went to as far away from people as we could get on an island. So why would you spend your money being around thousands of people multiple times a year, every year? What kind of pathology is this? You guys also probably remember the video I made about the plus-size park hoppers who I think exclusively go to Disney multiple times a year and make content testing out fitting on the rides, which mobility scooters are good for scooting their fat butts around the park, what food tastes good.
I'm sorry. You know what? Here's the thing. With the mobility scooter thing. Unless you cannot stand for more than 2 minutes because you physically have not the ability to do so, you should not be using a mobility scooter. Your fat ass needs to walk so you can lose some goddamn weight. You shouldn't be using a mobility scooter just for the sole reason that you cannot control your own appetite. Lose some fucking weight, you goddamn whale. And I'm sitting here eating a whole pizza by myself. I'm fat. I know I'm a hypocrite. I know it's like the pot calling the kettle black. But you know what? I'm saying it anyways because at least I know the reason why I'm fat. It's my own stupid ass decision. But these kind of people blame their fatness on the entirety of the world around them, rather than taking accountability for their own stupidity. I cannot stand these people.
I mean, apparently all of it. One of the funniest things to me about this type of human being is that they routinely complain about how expensive Disney is getting, and it's like, yeah, of course you would notice that because you go to the frickin' theme park multiple times a year. Every year. You're like a drug addict. You're forking out thousands upon thousands of dollars to go to the same place every year to feed this addiction that you have.
I'm not buying lightning lanes because they used to be free.
Look, if you want to go to a theme park, that's fine. But it should be once or twice a year. At most. Once or twice a year at most. You shouldn't be going to it more than twice a year, because that is just financial stupidity at that point.
On principle, I'm not staying at a Disney resort because we used to get perks included that are no longer included.
People will quite literally go into debt trying to afford Disney's yearly membership passes.
Come on.
When I was in nursing school, we said...
You're talking about Disney right now?
Yes.
We're having a conversation about Mickey and his little mouse?
I love how this guy tries to show them reality, and it is fucking infuriating that these people, no matter how many times he is telling them, You cannot afford this or you will go bankrupt. You will be homeless. And yet they still do not fucking listen.
What are we doing?
Well, I told myself it would be my treat for like finishing nursing school.
You don't get treats if you're not paying your fucking bills. You haven't paid for nursing school yet. You owe on it still. Oh, okay, what?
So the passes were $2,000
For the both of us.
What?
For both of us.
For fucking what?
For the whole year. So now we can go
anytime
whenever we want.
And honestly, I think my favorite kind of Disney adult are the ones who just fundamentally hate.
I'm sorry. A yearly pass. That is over $1,000. I think the $2,000 was for both of them combined. So that was $1,000 each, I think. Or if it's $1,000 each, I can understand it being $2,000. But for a yearly pass, for it to be $1,000 or more, is one of the dumbest financial decisions you can make, and you need a giant fucking smack upside the head for how stupid you are being with your finances. There are things more important in your life that you need to pay for. That is not a fucking theme park. You have bills to pay. You have food you need to buy to keep yourself fucking alive. And you need money for gas to get to and from your goddamn job. And you need to pay off your goddamn loans. It is amazing how stupid these people are. It is fucking astounding.
Kids. And on its nose, that sounds like a terrible statement, but they're so funny to me because they are making something for kids into their entire personality and then getting angry at children who are participating in this thing that's meant for children.
Stop bringing children to Disney. This is an adult's playground. Why are there children here?
I went ahead and found the full video here because there were snippets of it on TikTok, and the full segment doesn't add any more useful context. These adult men are arguing that you shouldn't bring your children to Disney because they get in the way of adults who are just trying to enjoy their time there. They talk about how this one little kid almost tripped up this guy whose name is, I think, Cody, and then ask why kids are there at all.
And actually, at Epcot, I also almost got taken out by a child.
I was gonna say, I thought that's what you're talking about when the girl walked under
We were
Cody's
walking outside of
legs.
Space 220.
She walked under.
And this father had no control over his child, and this child just walked underneath my legs and almost made me fall and hurt the child.
The child shouldn't even have been there because it's Disney World. Why would the child be there?
God,
Let's listen to what he said again.
Almost made me fall and hurt the child.
The child shouldn't even have been there because it's Disney World. Why would the child be there?
God.
It is Disney World. Why would the child be there? Let that statement sink in for a minute there. Why would the child be there? Because it's fucking Disney World, you dumb fuck. It is amazing that your pea-sized brain can't even fucking think of this. I swear, we could open up your skull and look in it, and the size of your brain would be that of the size of a fucking pea. And it would be smooth with 0 wrinkles. That statement makes you dumber than a fucking koala. And they are the dumbest animals on the planet. That is like the smoothest brain take I've ever heard. A child is there because it is Disney World. Disney World is made for children.
Why would a child be there? Why would a child be there?
Those parks.
I definitely understand when adults want to experience things without a bunch of children running around and screaming. I get that in certain contexts, and I can relate to that sentiment in certain contexts. However, Disney is a place for families and children. You cannot go there and reasonably expect that there will be 0 kids. And because there are children who go...
You can't go to any theme park at all and reasonably expect there to be no children. Unless the theme park is has nothing but adult themed shit. If it is strictly adult themed stuff, then yes, I would expect there to be no fucking kids. I would expect there to be nobody there under the age of 18. That being said, 99.999% of all theme parks here in America are for fucking kids and families. You cannot go to any of those theme parks and logically think there's going to be no kids. You are smooth-brained as fuck if you think that.
To Disney, you need to act appropriately. Why are you doing this out in public? I mean, this guy is doing a parody of the anti-kid people, but he's not far off.
Who brings their kids to Disneyland, honestly? Is there anywhere that's like kid-free, like adult-only zone? These wait times, it's a Tuesday. Do kids not go to school anymore? Do kids have to get the flu shot? Is that legally mandated, or am I getting sick from being here? I don't even think these kids are old enough to be on this ride. I've been dodging strollers all day.
The key to a good family vacation is bringing your mother so you can...
What is insane, and will definitely surprise none of you, is that because of...
My mom would smuck me good if I tried to abandon my kids to her just so I can go have fun like that. Oh my god, would I get a fucking earful. Even my dad. I would be fucking scared if my dad got mad at me. Oh my god. No, because, you know, my parents, unlike the parents of Disney adults, they actually raised me with some morals, responsibility, and a fucking conscience. And with some fucking shame, too.
Of childless adult humans going to Disney parks all over the world every single year, because now this group of people actually make up the majority of people who go to these parks. Disney has obviously cottoned onto this and has started opening bars in the parks. They have after-hours events and adult-only events and child-free events, and all of these things that are now starting to excommunicate children for the thing that has long been meant for them. Yes, you heard that right. The Reddit Disney adults have monopolized Disney. I have to show you guys this as well, because when I was looking for clips to make this video, I came across this one, and I think it might be real. I'm not totally sure, but apparently this is a Disney employee on one of these after-hours cruises with a bunch of adults on board, just roasting them for being there, just absolutely tearing strips off of them, and it is terrific.
Please just stay home next time. Please just stay home. If you're 25 and you're thinking about coming to Disneyland, don't. Folks, it is after dark, and that means I can say what I want to say. Disney adults are genuinely weird. I'm talking about you guys. There's no kids on this cruise. Why are you here? This isn't...
Please, for the love of God, give this dude a raise. He fucking deserves it.
on the script. This isn't part of the bit. I genuinely think you guys are weird for being on this cruise. At least when kids are riding, they laugh. You guys just sit there on your phone, know that you paid $500 to be here today, and you don't even have a good excuse for doing it because you're all at least 20. What the hell is that? Go to a club, go to a party, or stay inside. Don't bring the vibe down on my cruise. It's weird. Mickey Mouse isn't your friend. Trust me, I know. He's my boss. He bleeds me like a vampire. The magic of this place should have worn off for you guys when you reached the age of 12.
So on the up...
That guy deserves a $10 raise. That is so fucking good. Oh, I would love to shake that guy's hand.
Other side of this, there's an argument being made that Disney adults are enjoying life way more than the rest of us. Oh my god, that's not really an argument, is it? And I've seen a bunch of explanations like these people were probably robbed of a childhood when they were actually children, and therefore they are playing it out now and doing the things they didn't have access to as children. And if that is in fact the case, I do feel very sorry for them, but I don't think that that somehow magically makes any of this behavior normal. You know, the more I think about it, I think that my primary issue is that Disney, the place where kids' dreams come true, is also quickly becoming an adult-only experience. And like, not only is the park itself gravitating towards appeasing the adults who never seem to grow up, the adults who frequent the park have also no problem complaining about sharing their experience with small children, which is completely mad. Jokey jokes aside here for a second, I do understand the argument being made by some people who've never been to Disney, never experienced it in person before, who are excited to be there and participate and do all the things. I get it. I really do. I mean, I kind of had a similar response, I guess, when I went to the Harry Potter thing in London. Oh my god, I don't remember the name of it. It's been a while. Anyway, I really enjoyed doing that. I thought it was really cool. I I got butterbeer and I walked through, I guess the sets and all of that. It's starting to get late. My brain is fried. So yeah, I do get it. I'm just not talking about you. I'm talking about the people who take this too far. And it's like these bloody people.
Yeah, it's the people, like she said, that made it their entire personality and who have let it take over the entirety of their life and go there 5, 10, 15, 20 or more times a fucking year. Hell, probably a month. It's those people we see that have I think they have genuine mental issues. And it's weird. Like the guy on the boat said, it's why are you there?
People have arrested development. Like, they never quite move past their childhoods. Like, they are stuck here trying to recreate it or revisit it. I don't know. I'm not there. I'm not there with them, so it's like hard to put myself in their position, but I think that's some of what's going on here. It's like, as adults now in society, we are in this perpetual state of wanting to be kids again, and it's why people have turned adulting into, a verb to describe doing everyday adult activities, just like regular activities. Would you frickin' focus, you stupid bloody camera? And it's a bit of a fine line to walk here, honestly. Like, I understand why some people say, well, why are you allowed to have a Lord of the Rings collection, but I'm not allowed to be obsessed with Disney? Well, in my case, number one, Legolas and fancy ring.
Because we don't make it our entire fucking personality and go to a place spending thousands, tens, or hundreds of thousands of dollars just going to a park multiple times a year. They just collect items.
And in your case, furries. Truth be told, I'm clearly not the arbiter of which things from our childhood are acceptable and which things are cringe, but I do think that in the case of Disney adults, the reason why this is so is because these people take what should otherwise be a reasonably normal, casual interest and turn it into a full-blown obsession. And so, you see, maybe most of us wouldn't have a problem with this if it weren't so performative and loud. And maybe if they weren't trying to box out little children from the very magic that they're trying to create for themselves. So there you have it, the irony of adults going to Disney to live out their childhood dreams, while also simultaneously denying the luxury of this same thing to the next generation of tiny people. We're all so healthy socially right now, aren't we? There's no clean way to really finish off this video. If you guys like these kind of more reaction style ones, let me know. They're actually a lot of fun to make. But I will just say this, Disney adults are obviously not going away anytime soon. Disney just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and these people are just getting more and more infantilized, so we're just going to see this continue to grow. But I will say, in the end, that I'm never going to stop finding this weird. I'm never going to stop finding these people weird, but hopefully a huge portion of human beings can do their best to grow up. At least that's what I hope for. Now, on that note, just a quick reminder to check out Surfshark using the link in the description. I have actually used them for years. They've been a sponsor of this channel for years. I've always liked them. They're the only VPN that I've ever used. So if you are in need of a VPN, absolutely check them out. Now, I open the floor to all of you. What do you all think about this one? Do you think that Disney adults are bloody weird like I do? Do you think that this is sort of the natural byproduct of everybody not growing up and kind of having this arrested development? Do you think that I'm being too hard on them, that in fact they're allowed to like what they like and there's nothing weird about this at all? Or do you think about the fact that a huge portion of these people want to push children out of these spaces? Do you think that's right? Do you think that's wrong?
I think it's really weird that they're trying to make Disney World or Disneyland a place that is made for families and kids. They're trying to excommunicate these kids from the place that is made for them. You Disney adults are very creepy and weird for trying to do that. Stop it. Grow the fuck up and start acting like actual adults.
And what you generally make of this issue overall. As always, if you have made it this far in the video, congratulations. I always like having you along for the full ride. If you are new here and you're not subscribed already and you would like to see more of me and more of this kind of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel, as well as leaving this video a like and a comment, because I do read the majority of them and I like hearing your feedback. Of course, my little chickadee noodle people, I hope you stay safe and well, make good choices, and if you are watching this on Thursday or on Wednesday night, happy Thanksgiving to those of you in the United States. I hope you have a wonderful day. Make good choices, make very good choices, don't do anything stupid or silly, and I will see your wonderful little faces in the next video.
Yeah, Disney adults, they're a different breed. They're very weird and creepy. So it's I really wonder if they'll ever just, you know, wake up one day and realize what they're doing is just, it's not right, and maybe they would have more money if they didn't visit the place multiple times a fucking year. Because, you know, I'm sorry, if you're going to a theme park like 10 plus times a year and you're complaining about money problems, I do not feel sorry for you, because you are the arbiter of your own downfall at that point. So, yeah, you have no one to blame but yourself. Well, that is the end of this video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to give a like and subscribe. I post videos 3 to 5 days a week here. I also post videos over on my other channel for gaming as well, so please make sure to give that a look-see, see if you enjoy that as well. I also stream anywhere from 3 to 5 days a week as well. Links to all my social medias will be on my YouTube page. And with that being said, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.